Hello everyone, welcome to premiermath. Today I am to solve SSCCGL previous year questions. We will be solving majority of the questions using speed math. So let's start our session.
A man buys 10 kg of wheat at a rate of rupees 26 per kilogram. The wheat is mixed with 6 kg of other good quality of wheat to get a mixture at a price of rupees 35 per kilogram. The price of good quality wheat per kilogram in rupees is here. Two varieties mixed together to form a third variety. So you can use allegation here. Here first variety is 10 kilogram and this is weight and it costs 26 rupees per kilogram. So cost price is 26 rupees per kilogram. And second variety is 6 kilogram. This is weight and here cost price of the second variety is not given, so I will take it as x rupees per kilogram, and these two varieties mixed together to form a third variety with cost price 35 rupees per kilogram. Now use the allegation. Here difference between 26 and 35 is equal to 9. Write it here. Here difference between 35 and x. We don't know whether it is x minus 35 or 35 minus x. So I will take it as difference between 35 and x. Now here these two ratios is in the same ratio of 10:6. That is here 10/6 is in the same ratio of difference between 35 and x divided by 9. Now 3 goes 2 times in 6, 3 goes 3 times in 9, 2 goes 5 times in 10. So difference between 35 and x is equal to 5 into 3, 15. Then x must be 35 plus 15, 50, because here x is not less than 35. So we can't take 35 minus 15 because x is not less than 35 here. So option 4 is your answer. X must be 50 here. Ghanshyam is thrice as old as Akash. 10 years ago, Ghanshyam was 4 times as old as Akash. What is the difference between their current ages in years? Here take the age ratio of Ghanshyam and Akash. Presently, Ghanshyam is thrice as old as Akash. That is, if Akash is 1 years old, Ghanshyam is 3 years old. 3:1 is the present age ratio. Now 10 years ago means P minus 10. Ghanshyam was 4 times as old as Akash. That is, if Akash was 1 years old, Ghanshyam was 4 years old. 4:1 was the ratio. Now, here, actual difference in years between present age and 10 years ago age is equal to 10 years for Ghanshyam and Akash. But here actual difference 10 years, but here ratio difference, if you look at this, here this is 1 part difference and here this is 0 difference. So ratio difference is not constant. So to equalize this constant, take the above ratio difference, which is equal to 3. Now multiply this above ratio difference with below ratio. And now take below ratio difference, which is equal to 2. Now multiply this below ratio difference with above ratio. Now change the ratio. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. 1 into 2 is equal to 2. 3 3s are 9. 3 into 1, 3. Now if you look at this, here difference between 8 and 9 is 1 part. And here difference between 2 and 3 is equal to 1 part. That is, here difference is equal. Difference is constant. Then this 1 part is same as the actual difference in years, which is 10 years. 1 part is 10 years means here we need difference between their current ages. Here current age ratio is -3. Here after changing this ratio we can ignore this. This is the correct age ratio of Ghanshyam and Akash. So here difference between present age is equal to 9 part minus 3 part, 6 part. 6 part is equal to 6 into 10, 60 years. Option 2 is your answer. On dividing a number by 55, we get 28 as the remainder. On dividing the same number by 11, what is the remainder? Here either you could use the shortcut, that is, here 55 plus 28 is equal to 83. Now 83 divided by 11 means remainder is equal to 11 goes 7 times in 77, remainder is 6. So option 2 is our answer. Or here it says a number when divided by 55 gives remainder 28, which means here this number I can write it as 55 into quotient. We don't know the quotient here. 55 into quotient plus remainder 28 is the number here. Now when you divide this number by 11, you are dividing this number by 11 means 11 goes 5q times in 55q, and here 11 goes 2 times in 28, remaining is equal to 6. That is, here remainder is equal to 6. Option 2 is your answer. The ratio of total number of people surveyed who take tea more than 3 times a day to the number of people who do not take tea at all is. First, take the sum of people who drink tea more than 3 times a day. That is this sum. Then take number of people who never drink tea. That is this sum. Here, first sum is equal to 2000 plus 6000, 8000 plus 2000 is 10,000 plus 700 plus 800, 1500, 1500 plus 700 is 2200 plus 32 plus 42 is equal to 74, 74 plus 6 is equal to 80, 80 plus 80 is equal to 160. Now the sum is equal to 2200 plus 160 is equal to 2360. So 10,000 plus 2360 is equal to 12,360. Now take the second sum. 3,000, 300 plus 300, 600, 600 plus 200, 800 plus 27 plus 23, 50, 93 plus 700, 100 plus 10, 110, 110 plus 50, 160. So total sum is equal to 960. Now ratio is equal to 12, 360 is to 960. 0, 0 cancel. 12 goes 1 time in 12, 0 time in 3, and 3 times in 36. 12 goes 8 times in 96. So 103 is to 8. Option 4 is your answer. Two good trains, 132 meter and 108 meter in length, are running towards each other on parallel track. The first train is running at a speed of 32 km per hour and second at a speed of 40 km per hour. How much time will they take to cross each other after meeting? Here, first train length is 132 meter, running at a speed of 32 km per hour, and second train length is 108 meter and running at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. Here we need to find the time they take to cross each other after meeting. After meeting means here consider this as meeting point. Here this is the meeting point. Now after this meeting point, the distance they have to cover is 132 plus 108 meter. So distance is equal to 132 plus 108, which is equal to 240 meter. Then time taken to cover this distance is equal to 240 divided by relative speed. Here relative speed means both are running in opposite direction. So take the sum of this speed, which is equal to 32 plus 40, 72 kilometer per hour, converted into meter per second. That is 72 into 5 by 18. 18 goes 4 times in 72. Here 4 into 5 is 20. 20 goes 12 times in 240. So 12 second. Here relative speed is equal to 32 plus 40, 72 kilometer per hour. Option 1 is your answer. What is the length of each side of cube if the volume of a cube is 13,824 centimeter cube? Here a cube is the volume, which is 13,824. Then unit digit of a cube is equal to 4 here. Now do option verification. Here a is given in the option. So check for unit digit of a cube. Here 22 cube means 2 cube 8 is the unit digit. Not our answer. And here 0.4 cube eliminated, decimal in the answer, and here 24 and 34. Here 30 cube itself is equal to 3 cube 27 into 1000 27,000, which is greater than 13,824. So our answer is option 2. The radii of two concentric circles are 26 centimeter and 10 centimeter. If the chord of the greater circle is tangent to the smaller circle, then find the length of that chord. Here, these are two concentric circles. Now, here, radii of these two circles are 26 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Now, chord of the greater circle is tangent to smaller circle. So, here, if this is the chord of greater circle, this is tangent to this smaller circle. Now, if you join this line, here this is radii of larger circle and this is chord of this larger circle. Now, the concept is center of the circle divide the chord into two equal parts. Now, here this is 90 degree and this length is equal to, if I'm taking this as x, then this is also x. So chord length is equal to 2x. Now chord length is equal to 2x means here x square is equal to 26 square minus 10 square. So x is equal to root of 26 square minus 10 square. Now if I'm taking 2 square from 26 square and 10 square, 2 square is equal to 4. So take 4 outside of the root, which is equal to 2. 2 root 13 square minus 5 square. Now this is equal to 2 into 13 square is equal to 169 and 5 square is 25. So if you subtract, this is 144. So root 144 is equal to 12. So 2 into 12 is equal to 24. X is equal to 24 means 2x is equal to 48. Option 1 is your answer. If the mean proportion between P and Q is 12, then possible values of P and Q respectively are. Mean proportion between P and Q means root PQ, and mean proportion is given as 12 means root PQ is equal to 12. Then PQ is equal to 144. 12 square 144. Check for PQ as 144. Here 24 into 6 is 144. 3 into 28 means 60 plus 24, 84 eliminated, and here also eliminated. So option 2 is your answer. 24 into 6 is equal to 144. Find the value following. Here this is in the form of a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube formula is equal to a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. Here a cube minus b cube divided by a square plus b square plus ab. Missing term is equal to a minus b. A minus b means 453 minus 383, which is equal to 3 minus 3 0. 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. So 70 is your answer. Option 4 is your answer. That is, here a square plus b square plus ab goes a minus b times in a cube minus b cube. The radii of two circles are 8 cm and 15 cm. Perimeter of the circle having area equal to the sum of areas of two circles is. Here, perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. Now, this is the circle with radius r. Now, area of this larger circle is sum of areas of these two circles with radius 8 and 15. Now, pi r square, area of this circle is equal to pi into r1 square plus r2 square, that is 8 square plus 15 square, which is equal to 64 plus 225, that is 289. 289 pi is equal to pi r square means here r square is equal to 289 means r is equal to 17. 17 square is equal to 289. Then 2 pi r is equal to 2 pi into 17, which is equal to 34 pi. So option 2 is your answer. Perimeter is 34 pi. For what value of k does the following system have an infinite number of solutions? To have infinite number of solutions, a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, that should be equal to c1 by c2. Here a1 by a2 means 1 by 2 and b1 by b2 means 2k divided by minus 1, and c1 by c2 means minus 8 divided by minus 16. Here this is 1 by 2 and this is also 1 by 2. Minus 8 goes 2 times in minus 16. So equate these two. Then you will get the value of k. Here minus 1 is equal to 4k means k is equal to minus 1 by 4. So option 3 is your answer. So at k is equal to minus 1 by 4, these two equations have infinite number of solutions. In triangle DEF, DE is 12, EF is 15 and angle DEF is 90 degree. Triangle DEF is congruent to triangle XYZ. If YZ is 15 centimeter, then what is the length of XZ? Here, congruent triangle means all the angles, all the three angles and all the three sides of two triangles are equal. Now, here, if this is triangle DEF, here angle DEF is 90 degree and DE is 12 and EF is 15. Same way here, this is triangle XYZ. These two are congruent triangles, so letter representation is important. DEF congruent to XYZ, same order. Now this is also 90 degree and XY is 12 and EF is equal to YZ, which is 15, which means here XZ is equal to root of 15 square plus 12 square. 15 square 225 and 12 square 144. Sum is equal to 369. So XZ square is equal to 369 means check for unit digit 9 in the square of the options. Here options are given as length of xz is given in the option. So if you take the square of this, you will get xz squares. Then find the unit digit 9. Unit digit 9 means here first option square is equal to 25 into 41. Here unit digit is equal to 5, not our answer. And here this is equal to 41 into 16. Unit digit is equal to 6, not our answer. Here this is equal to 41 into 4. Unit digit is equal to 4, not our answer. Here this is option 4 is our answer. 41 into 9 means unit digit is equal to 9. What's the difference between Delhi sale for the month of June and Chennai sale for the month of July? Delhi's sales for the month of June and Chennai's sales for the month of July. So difference between 252 and 247 is equal to 5. Option 2 is our answer. What is the ratio of money spent on each of the advertisement taken, one from each of NY Times, Telegraph and others for the year 2021 to that of money spent on each of the advertisement taken, one from each of NY Times, Telegraph and others for the year 2018? Here, each of the item means first take the 2021 sum. Here this is 2021 term. Now, here for 19 NY times, sum is equal to 7,60,000. 19 goes 4 times in 76, which means here for 1 NY times in 2021, sum is equal to, that is rupees is equal to 40,000. Plus, here for 24 telegraph, sum is equal to 4,80,000. 24 goes 2 times in 48. So for one item it is equal to 20,000. Then for 22 other items, sum is equal to 44 4,40,000. 22 goes 2 times in 44. So for one other item, sum is equal to rupees is equal to 20,000. 20,000. Now this is for 2021. Now take the sum for 2018. Here for 10 items, sum is equal to 3,50,000 means for one item sum is equal to 35,000. Here 12 item cost 3,60,000 means one item cost 30,000, and 15 item cost 2,10,000 means one item cost 15 goes one time in 21, remaining is equal to 60. 15 goes 4 times in 60. So this is equal to 14,000. One item goes 14,000. Now if you take the ratio, this is equal to 60 plus 20, 80,000 is to here 65 plus 14 is equal to 75 plus 4, 79,000. So here K and K cancel. 80 is to 79. Option 3 is your answer. Vibhul spent 30% of his monthly income on rent, 60% of the remaining on groceries, and 40% of the remaining on others. If he saves 7,056 in a month, then how much does he spend on groceries? Here, monthly income, consider it as 1,000 rupees or 1,000 baht. Now, out of this 1,000, 30% he spent on rent. So rent is 30% of 1,000. 10% of 1,000 is 100. Then 30% is 300. Then remaining is equal to 700 rupees. Then out of the 700, he spent 60% on groceries. That is 60% of remaining on groceries means 60% of 700 on groceries. 10% is 70. 60% is 6 into 70, 420 rupees. Then remaining is equal to 700 minus 420, which is 280 rupees. Here we have to find out what is 420 part, that is rupees spent on groceries. Now out of this remaining 280 rupees, he spent 40% on others. That is 40% of remaining means 40% of 280. 10% of 280 is equal to 28. Then 40% is equal to 4 into 28, which is 80 plus 32, 112 rupees for other items. Then remaining is the savings here, which is equal to 280 minus 112. That is 180 minus 12 is equal to 168 rupees is the savings here. And here this 168 rupees or 168 part is given as 7,056 in the question. Actual saving is 7,056. In ratio, we got 168 part as savings. Then if you cancel, 4 goes 4 times in 16, 2 times in 18. And 4 goes 1 time in 7, 7 times in 28, and 6 times in 24, and 4 times in 64. Now here 42 part is equal to 1764. Then 420 part is equal to money spent on groceries, which is equal to 1764 0. Option 2 is our answer. Simplify the following expression. Here this bar represents priority. That is, first priority we should give to 45 minus 16 while solving this board math question. Here 45 minus 16 is equal to 35 minus 6, which is 29. Now this will become 841 divided by 29. Here we have plus and here we have division. So 2 divided by 24, and here into, and here we have 48 and minus, here give priority to division. So 133 divided by 19 into 3 minus 48 into 2 divided by 24 plus this one. Here 29 goes 29 times in 841. 2 goes 12 times in 24. 12 goes 4 times in 48. 19 goes 7 times in 133. So this expression will become 7 into 3, 21 minus 4 plus 29. 21 plus 29 is equal to 50. 50 minus 4 is equal to 46. Option 3 is your answer. What was the percentage of students who passed in the first division in 2009? Here this red color represents 2009. So first division is 30. So passed in first division is 30, and 30 out of total students in 2009 is equal to 30 plus 60 plus 50 plus 50, that is 100 plus 90, 190. Total students in 2009 is 190 and first division students are 30. If you convert it into percentage, which is equal to 300 by 19. 20 goes 15 times in 300, but this is 19. So instead of 19 into 15, we took 20 into 15. So remaining must be 1 into 15. So 15 and 15 divided by 19 is your answer. Option 4 is your answer. A cell phone is available for rupees 600 rupees or for rupees 300 cash down payment together with rupees 360 to be paid after 2 months. Find the rate of interest charged under the scheme. Either you will get mobile phone for 600 rupees if you pay full amount, or you will get this mobile phone for installment. First you have to pay 300 rupees down payment, that is initial payment, then the remaining rupees you can pay after 2 months. Then after 2 months you have to pay 360 rupees, means total you are paying 660 rupees. That is this extra 60 rupees. This extra 60 rupees is the interest for 2 months here. So simple interest for 2 months is given as 60 rupees. Now to find rate, find the simple interest for 12 months. For 2 months it is 60 rupees, means for 12 months it is 6 into 60, 360 rupees, because 2 into 6 is 12. Then 6 into 60 is equal to 360 rupees. Now here this 360 include principal plus interest for 2 months. So here principal is 300 rupees. Then rate is equal to this 360 rupees interest we get from this principal 300 rupees. Here principal is 300 rupees. We invested this 300 rupees for 2 months. So principal is 300 rupees. From this 300 rupees, we got this 60 rupees as simple interest for 2 months. Then for 12 months, simple interest is equal to 360. Now if you convert it into percentage, here 3 goes 120 times in 360. So 120 percentage is the rate. Option 3 is your answer. Here rate for 1 month is not asking. Here if tan a plus cot a is equal to 2, then the value of tan square a plus cot square a is. Here tan a plus cot a is equal to 2 means each of this term should be 1. So a here is equal to 45 degree tan, because tan 45 is 1, cot 45 is 1. Then tan square 45 is also 1 and cot square 45 is also 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Option 4 is your answer. The value of sin a plus cosec a the whole square plus cos a plus sec a the whole square is. Here cos a is equal to inverse of sec a and sin a is equal to inverse of cosec a. So for easy calculation, let take a as 45 degree, because sin 45 is equal to cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Now substitute the value of a. Here sin 45 become 1 by root 2 and cosec 45 means root 2. So 1 by root 2 plus root 2 the whole square plus this is also 1 by root 2 plus root 2 the whole square, because sin 45 is equal to cos 45. Now this is equal to root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 by root 2 the whole square means 9 by 2. So 9 by 2 plus 9 by 2 means 9. Now tan square 45 plus cot square 45 is equal to 2. So 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Option 1 is your answer. Now if you check this here, all this tan square 45 plus cot square 45 is equal to 2. Now this is equal to 5 plus 2 7. This is 3 plus 2 5 and this is 1 plus 2 3. Not our answer. An article is sold for rupees 747 after successive discount of 17% and X percentage. If the marked price of the article is 1600, what is the value of X? Here, marked price is given as 1600 rupees. Now, out of the 1600 rupees, 17% discount is given. Then, selling price 1 become, here 10% of 1600 is equal to 160 and 7 percentage means 1 percentage is 60. So 7 percentage is 7 into 16, which is 70 plus 42 112. Then 17 percentage is equal to 272 rupees. So discount is 272 rupees on 1600 means 1600 minus 200 1400, 1400 minus 70 is 1330, 1330 minus 2 is 1328. So this is the selling price 1. Now again X percentage of discount is giving on this 1328. After this discount, final selling price become 747. So here discount is equal to find X, take the discount between SP1 and SP2. That is difference between SP1 and SP2, which is equal to 8 minus 7 1, 12 minus 4 8, and here 12 minus 7 5. So 581 is the discount on this 1328. Then 581 out of 1328, if you convert it into percentage, that is X percentage, that is discount X percentage. 4 goes 25 times in 100 and 4 goes 3 times in 12, 3 times in 12 and 2 times in 8. 25 goes 4 times in 100, then 4 into 3, 12 times in 300, then 13 times in 332. This is around 13 point X. We don't know. 13 point something. 13 point something. Now 13 goes around 4 times in 52, remaining 61. So again 13 goes 4 times in 60. So here 44, around 44%. Option 3 is your answer. Pipe A take 4/5 of the time required by pipe B to fill an empty tank individually. When an outlet pipe C opens simultaneously with pipe A and B, it takes 4/5 more time to fill the empty tank than it takes when only pipe A and B are open together. If it takes 40 hours to fill the tank when all three pipes are open simultaneously, in what time will pipe C empty the full tank operating alone? Here, when outlet pipe C open, ABC together take 4/5 more time than AB. So more time means plus 4 by 5. That is, here if time taken by A and B together is 5 unit, then time taken by ABC together is equal to 5 plus 4, 9 unit. Now take the time ratio for A and B together and ABC together, which is equal to 5:9. Then efficiency ratio is inverse of time ratio, which is equal to 9:5. That is, here efficiency of ABC together is 5 unit means here A and B are filling pipe and C is an emptying pipe. So A plus B minus C is equal to 5 unit. Now difference between A and B together efficiency and ABC together efficiency is equal to 9 minus 5, 4 unit. Which is the efficiency of C here? ABC together minus A and B together is equal to 4 unit. That is the efficiency of C. And here total work is equal to total time into total efficiency. Here total time is 40 hours for ABC together to fill the tank, then total efficiency of ABC together is equal to 5 unit. So 40 into 5 is equal to 200 unit is the total capacity or total work here. Then time taken by C alone to empty this 200 unit capacity tank is equal to 200 divided by efficiency of C, which is 4. So 200 by 4 is equal to 50 hour. That is, in 1 hour C can empty 4 unit. Then in 50 hour C will empty 200 unit. Total capacity of tank is 200 unit. So option 4 is your answer. C alone take 50 hours to empty this tank. A person purchased a table and a sofa for 28,000. He sold sofa at profit of 10% and table at a profit of 15.25%. If his total profit was 13%, then difference between cost price of the sofa and the table is here 10% of the sofa and 15.25% of the table together form 13% of sofa plus table, which means you can use allocation method here. Here sofa and table. Now consider S as cost price of sofa and T as cost price of table. Now S plus T we already know this is 28,000. And here sofa he sold at 10% and table he sold at 15.25%. Now together total profit is equal to 13% from these two. Combined profit of sofa and table is equal to 13%. Now use allocation. Here difference between 10 and 13 is equal to 3. Write it here. And difference between 13 and 15.25 is equal to 2.25. Now meaning is cost price of sofa and table is in the same ratio of 2.25 is to 3. Now sofa plus table is equal to 28,000 means here 3 plus 2.25 is equal to 5.25 part. So sum here is equal to 5.25 part, which is equal to 28,000 in the question. In ratio sum is equal to 5.25, actual sum is equal to 28,000. Then here difference is equal to 3 minus 2.25, which is equal to 0.75 part. So 28,000 divided by 5.25 into 0.75 is the difference here. Now here 2 decimal in numerator and in denominator cancel each other. So 25 goes 3 times in 75 and 2 times in 50 and 1 time in 25. 3 goes 7 times in 21. Then 7 goes 4 times in 28 means 4k times in 28,000. So here 0.75 part is equal to 4,000. Option 2 is your answer. Let C be a circle with center O. PQ be a minor arc on C. Let R and S be 2 points on major arc PQ on C. If PQ subtends an angle 80 degree at O, find angle PRQ and PSQ. Here this is circle C with center O. And here PQ is a minor arc. So this is PQ, which is a minor arc, and RS be 2 points on major arc. This is major arc. Now PQ create angle 80 degree with the center. Then we have to find out angle PRQ and angle PSQ. Here we already know when a minor arc create angle theta with the center, then the same minor arc can create half of the central angle at the remaining part of the circumference of the circle. That is, when an arc create theta degree at the center, then the same arc can create theta by 2 at the remaining part of the circumference of the circle, which means here angle PRQ is equal to half of 80 40 and angle PSQ is equal to half of 80, 40. Option 4 is your answer. If 3 tan A is equal to 4 and A is an acute angle, then the value of 4 sin A plus 3 cos A is. Acute angle means angle between 0 and 90 degree. Here, tan A is equal to 4 by 3 means draw a right angle triangle. If this is A means tan A is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, which is in the ratio 4 is to 3. Now, hypotenuse is equal to 4 square plus 3 square is equal to 9 plus 16, 25. So root 25 is 5. Then from this, 4 sin A means 4 into sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, that is 4 by 5, plus 3 cos A means cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is 3 by 5. Now this is equal to, here 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. 25 by 5 is equal to 5. Option 3 is your answer.